Hey friends, this is No Futuristic. For my The Chad's Media rant this week, I want to lay out the evidence I've found countering Jarek Bryant's claims that he can defeat 100 lemurs attacking him in waves of 5 lemurs.
Bro, let me tell you something about wild animals, okay? Wild animals do not have imposter syndrome, okay? They operate at 100% ferocity at all times. So can Jarek take 5 lemurs? There's not a chance, bro.
I think he could do it, bro. I think he could do it.
I don't think he has a chance.
You're forgetting one element that you can't measure. You're forgetting one thing.
No,
and that's that
Jarek.
dog. That's that
No.
dog. Also, No Futuristic. I'm giving those lemurs stone cold stunners. I'm handing out 100 stone cold stunners.
As you can clearly see, Jarek is pretty confident in his chances to emerge victorious from this animal battle arena. But does Jarek really stand a chance? Let's dive into some lemur facts to create the foundation that there is no shot Jarek Bryant can defeat 100 lemurs. Lemurs are unique primates, found only in Madagascar and nearby islands. Over 100 lemur species exist, ranging from the tiny mouse lemur to larger ones like indries and ringtails. Lemurs are social animals, living in groups called troops, communicating through vocalizations and scents. Many lemurs are nocturnal, with diverse diets including fruits, leaves, insects, and small vertebrates. Sadly, habitat loss and hunting threaten many lemur species. For the basis of my argument, I will use indri lemurs, which are one of the largest lemurs, with a body length of around 25 to 28 inches and a typical weight between 13 to 22 pounds. For the sake of argument and mathematics, we will say the 100 lemurs in this scenario weigh an average of 20 pounds each. As we read above, lemurs live in groups called troops. Typically, indri lemurs live in small family groups of around 2 to 6 individuals, so the scenario of 20 waves of 5 lemurs works perfectly. Now, I would like to introduce a special unit of measure for this scenario that I've dubbed lemur force. Lemur force can be calculated by multiplying the number of lemurs by their average weight. For example, a wave of 5 indri lemurs would have a lemur force of 100 pounds. Expanding out, 20 waves of 5 lemurs would produce 2,000 pounds of lemur force. That's a lot of lemur for one person to handle. Next up, we'll examine some stats about Jarek Bryant. Jarek has a total lemur force of 300 pounds, 3 times the lemur force of one wave of lemurs, but nearly 7 times less power than the full 100 lemur assault. These numbers stack really heavily against Jarek. Lemurs 1, Jarek 0. But No Futuristic, a 20-pound lemur is still relatively small, and Jarek should be able to handle 5 of them at a time. Lemurs, while smaller than humans, are agile, fast, and in a group setting, they might display defensive or protective behaviors. At 300 pounds, Jarek would be winded after just a wave or 2 of lemur battle, assuming he doesn't resort to dirty fighting. At 6 feet tall, or 72 inches, Jarek is pretty dense, weighing 4.167 pounds per inch of height, with our average lemur at a more manageable and agile 1.4 pounds per inch of height. Jarek is swinging considerably more weight per attack than the lemurs, leaving him at a steep disadvantage as each missed or even connected blow against the lemur would chop away at his muscles' glycogen reserves. Lemurs 2, Jarek 0. Lemurs by nature are not aggressive animals, but when cornered or feeling exceptionally threatened, lemurs might resort to physical defense such as scratching or biting. 100 super agile scratchers and biters versus one large man is a no-brainer. Lemurs 3, Jarek 0. Although lemurs are not considered strong animals, they exhibit impressive agility, especially in trees, and have adapted to their environments with strong grasping hands and feet that allow them to leap, climb, and maneuver through branches adeptly. Those large arms and legs of Jarek are just another tree branch for them to swing on while they claw and scratch. Lemurs 4, Scratched Up Jarek 0. Look guys, to be clear, I know and understand that Jarek can take 225 for a ride on the incline, which makes him exceptionally strong. That strength is a huge advantage over the lemurs if he is fast enough to strike them. Men of this size tend to move slow though. For reference, check out this video of a bodybuilder training for a boxing match. Yikes, talk about telegraphing. Even if we triple the speed, the bodybuilder will be no match for 5 lemurs. Lemurs 5, Slow Jarek 0. As you can plainly see, Jarek Bryant has no chance of defeating 100 lemurs. I do believe he might make it through 1 or 2 waves before exhausting himself, especially if these lemurs are aggressive, since he does have that dog in him. But, sorry Jarek, lemurs are going to take this one. I'm no futuristic, and that smell you've noticed is the brain cells you've just burned reading this rant. Thank you. Come again.